Bryant Street Publishing presents Strip Away by Erin McCarthy. Read for you by Stephanie Rose. Chapter 1. Can I get your autograph? Jesse Lambert turned and saw a woman standing there expectantly, smiling flirtatiously. She was his mother's age if he had to take a stab in the dark, and held out a marker for him to sign his name as he stood at the bar. "Of course," he said, giving her the slow, lazy smile he was known for. "Where's the paper?" "You can sign here," she said, and further pulled down the neck of her already plunging shirt, exposing a very full and very high breast. He was very impressed with both the perkiness of her chest and her confidence. Most likely what he was seeing was not natural, but it was still quite a display. "Sure." He took the marker, signed his name with a flourish right on the peak of her breast, and put the cap back on. It wasn't that he signed tits on a regular basis. He just figured why the hell not. It was all about the fans. "Will you be here tomorrow night? It's for charity." He handed her back the marker. "You can bet your sweet ass I will be," she said, running her eyes down the length of him. "I hope to see a whole lot more of you then," she added, before sashaying off with a swing of her hips. Now that was a full-blown woman. If he hadn't made a vow to himself to not have sex with a stranger this weekend while he was in his hometown, he wouldn't mind seeing exactly what she could do to him. He had a feeling she would tear him up in bed. Or at least try, which sounded like a hell of a lot of fun. "No," Sullivan O'Toole said as he slapped a beer bottle down in front of Jesse. "Do not even think about it. That's Winnie's mom." If a mom was single, she wasn't off limits in Jesse's book. He didn't even remember anyone named Winnie from high school. Moms needed love too, right? Though he wouldn't go there. He was serious about not having casual sex with strangers for the foreseeable future, but Sullivan didn't need to know that, and Jesse couldn't resist baiting his friend. "She approached me, man. Who's Winnie, anyway?" he asked, shifting his gaze away from the woman and back to his buddy of 25 years. "And since when do you have boundaries, asshole?" Seriously, the guy had no right to judge. Since Sullivan's wife had died 4 years earlier, he'd been on a quest to pretend he wasn't in agonizing pain by hooking up with every single woman in—
Sample complete. Ready to continue?